What's poppin', everybody? Sabrewolf94, One Piece related video again. I want to talk about the Alabasta arc. So the Alabasta arc, in my opinion, is still one of the best arcs out there when it comes to writing in One Piece. It's just an epic, great arc, man. They made it into a film too. Really good. Crocodile is my favorite character, but I feel like it's not just because of that. It's just a great arc in general. Great fucking story. However, there's always going to be a couple of things that happen in the arc that kind of just don't sit right with me. So, as you guys know, in that arc, Luffy eventually defeated Crocodile, the main villain in that arc. Now, it's important to note that he defeated him after Crocodile kicked his ass 2 times already and didn't kill him. But eventually he did end up beating his ass. And that's something that's always been kind of okay, you kick one of the 7 warlords of the sea's ass so early, and yet you have trouble with so many other enemies in the future, and all that stuff. And Crocodile is supposed to be one of the stronger characters, being one of the 7 warlords of the sea. And I think, of course, the 7 warlords of the sea aren't supposed to be on the same level, but they should be kind of in some sort of in a specific league, like they should be kind of in the same league kind of thing. And then after a million years, Luffy fights Don Flamingo. I haven't watched that shit yet since I'm watching the dub, but I know it's gonna happen. And has to go 4th gear and all that stuff in that. But he defeated Crocodile so early and shit. And it always kind of annoyed me because it gave the impression to everybody, okay, so that means Crocodile isn't that strong. And yeah, maybe he's not one of the stronger warlords, like maybe I think Mihawk is the strongest guy and what have you. But he defeated him like that, and it gave everyone that impression. And then you have the shit that happened with Moria too, and it just didn't make sense to me for him to defeat him so early, and the way he did it, and then Crocodile shows up after a million years, kicking ass and shit. Pretty sure a lot of people have questions. A lot of people say that, oh, Oda hadn't thought about Haki during that time. It was early in One Piece, and all these sort of theories that happened. But I just think that it didn't end well. And the other thing that kind of didn't sit right with me is Smoker. So Smoker was in that arc as well. He was like in jail with them, and then they rescued him when they got out of the prison cell, and then he kind of had to go somewhere, basically go get the ship of the Baroque Works. I think the ship of Crocodile, where they produced the illegal rain with the dance powder and all that stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, you couldn't you couldn't assign anybody else to do that. You couldn't do another way. The way he disappears like that, it's just kind of doesn't make sense. It's just too convenient. It just didn't really seem right. So what I would have liked to see is that Luffy and Smoker kind of gang up together and fight Crocodile. And eventually maybe Crocodile defeats Smoker, but he's kind of tired fighting both of them at once, and then eventually in the end Luffy manages to beat him. This way would have made more sense. It would have made Crocodile look more like a warlord. Okay, so they defeated him, but they had to gang up on him, and it was hard and shit. And I feel it would have made more sense in the story. I think that's just what it was going to be a great idea if you ask me. It was going to be a cool fight. Now I know what are you guys going to say. If it happened like this, then Luffy wasn't going to be he wasn't going to look as cool. He didn't defeat him on his own. I know all that stuff, shonen shit. I understand that, and I get why he has to struggle, even if he defeats stronger characters. Maybe when he faces other characters that are weaker, struggles a little bit, like with the Horty Jones and the Fishman arc and shit and all that stuff. But I get that. It's part of the story. It's part of shonen writing and shit. But I just think that the way that arc happened, of course I love it. Of course it's cool. It's one of my favorite arcs. The fight with Crocodile and Luffy, super cool. One of my favorites. But it's just kind of, it looks bad on Crocodile. It just makes him look bad. That's what I'm worried about. That's what my problem is, I guess, because I love Crocodile so much. I don't want him to seem so weak and so shit. Got defeated so early kind of thing. And it really has always been annoying for me that Smoker had to disappear like that just to meet that Navy chick, Hina, and just do that basically. Just the way he disappeared, I just don't think it was right. When the whole crazy shit is happening in the town, is gonna blow up, he just leaves Tashiki. Yeah, you're in charge. Do what you like, and I have to leave just to meet this Navy lieutenant or whatever, general, whatever she is. I don't think it was right, but that's just my opinion anyway. A little theory. I think you guys probably think it's cool too. You know, if Luffy and Smoker kind of had to gang up on Crocodile, you know, they realize, okay, your fucking plan is crazy. You're like the main enemy here. So even though I want to catch Straw Hat, Smoker's gonna be. We have to kind of work together to kick his ass, kind of thing. I think it would have been pretty cool. And then Luffy eventually wins or some shit. Good stuff. But unfortunately, you know, when, what happened. Oda is the one writing One Piece, of course. So yeah, just a little bit of my thoughts on that matter, Alabasta arc. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. Zebro94, what's up?